guys in. It's go time right now. And yet they made all these moves, and then they drafted Alex Leatherwood with the first round
controversial pick
this year. And you know, I was listening to the Sirius Radio interview with John Gruden, and he was talking about, man, we put a lot on Derek Carr's plate. We asked him to do a ton, especially at the line of scrimmage, and he's great with it. He can handle it all. Look, John Gruden is known for having this extreme language and verbal offense with a lot of formations and words and all this stuff. And Derek Carr's handled it all. And he said he's phenomenal at the line of scrimmage. You know what the hardest thing to do as a young offensive lineman is when a quarterback changes things at the line of scrimmage. And all of a sudden now it's like, oh my gosh, all right, well, he just changed the play. What's the defense? What are we doing? Everybody's talking, oh, and then he goes, hurry, hurry, hurry. Now here comes the ball. Yeah. So you've got a center right now who has one career start in front of you. Okay. So if you're going to be that offense, and if Derek Carr is going to be that guy, and you got to do it at the line of scrimmage, the guys up front are going to really have to step up, especially if they change things.
His best year, what was it, 2016?
Yeah.
It was the Kalechi Osemele. It was a Velveeta block. He could do anything behind. The defensive line was great. I agree with everything you're saying. I don't agree that we don't know what this team is. They are a middle-of-the-pack team in the AFC. I don't care about those numbers from Derek Carr, and I think it's interesting you say he's good. The whole team is good. We need some of these draft picks, some of them controversial, more than one of them are, to sort of bring it and do something. I got dragged yesterday for not having Josh Jacobs in my top 12 in fantasy running backs. Josh Jacobs, he's been good. He hasn't been great. He averaged less than 4 yards per carry last year. He didn't do much in the passing game. You don't draft a running back in the first round, so they're not great. The entire team is good. Is there anything you can think that would make them great or make them be able to contend? Because it's exactly what it is. They're a good middle-of-the-pack team right now.
I think probably what Peter's talking about, just adding some more guys who are difference makers. Look, they had the best defensive player in the league, and they traded him. They got rid of him. Yeah. And now maybe they have the best tight end, and they're adding a few guys. We can't get this far into the segment without harping more on Mahomes. Like, they have to do it. It's always about Mahomes.
Their offense is really fun in that you have these two guys, Edwards and Ruggs, on the outside. Edwards, no one knows about. Brian Edwards is going to be very good this year. Two young receivers. And then you got these two tight ends in Waller and Moreau. And then you got Jacobs and Kenyon Drake in the back. So there's all these players, and Renfro running across the middle. But to Sean's point, you have a question mark on offensive line. And to your point, as great as the stats are, do you have the confidence that Carr, besides a Week 5 win last year in Arrowhead, is going to get those big
That's why
wins?
It's complicated. It's never that Derek Carr can't play. It's never even that he's average. He's really good. I don't know if I'm good enough, though. Yeah, I hope he is.
At GMFE, with your thoughts on the Raiders, we know the Raiders team this week. You are up on the